and thanks for watching. I'm Allison Adams, the 2011 American Honey Princess. As an official spokesperson for the American Beekeeping Federation, I travel across America promoting all aspects of the beekeeping industry in a variety of venues, including schools, civic organizations, fairs and festivals, legislative meetings, and media interviews. In our last episode, we got to learn about 3 different tools of the beekeeper: the bee suit, smoker, and hive tool, and got to see the beehive itself. Now that we're all suited up and have our tools at hand, we're ready to actually look inside and learn about how a beekeeper inspects their hive. Honeybees are usually very gentle if beekeepers move slowly and respectfully around them, so I'll just approach the hive quietly like this. You can remember that too the next time you find yourself around honeybees. Try to remain calm and watch what they're up to. It's amazing what you'll learn from them if you're only watching. Speaking of watching, that's the first thing we beekeepers do when we go out to our beehives before we even open it up. It's amazing what you can learn about what's going on inside the hive by simply watching what's going on at the hive entrance, which is kind of like the honeybee's front door. Now we're ready to see the bees. First, I'll remove the 2 lids of the beehive, the outer cover first, which protects the hive from rain, and next I'll use my hive tool to lift off the inner cover, which provides the bees with some extra ventilation. Now that the hive is open, I'll smoke them just a little bit more. And now I'll use my hive tool to very gently lift out one of the frames in this hive. In a Langstroth hive, honeybees build their honeycomb in wooden frames, just like this one. On the end of the frames, the honeybees have put that wonderful propolis, which serves as a bee glue to glue everything down in the hive and also to keep the hive clean. Propolis is antibacterial. So let's see what we can find on this frame. Most of the bees in the hive are worker bees, which are the female bees that you see here on this frame. The worker bees have many jobs during the course of their lifetime, including building the honeycomb that you see here out of beeswax that they make themselves, making honey, heating and air conditioning the hive, gathering pollen and propolis, feeding the baby bees or brood in the hive, and tending the queen. Here we can see the drone bee. Notice how much larger he is than his sisters, the worker bees. The drones also have very large eyes, which they use to perform their only job in life, which is mating with the queen. And here you can see the queen bee in the hive. The queen bee is the mother of the hive. Her only job in life is to lay eggs, up to 2,000 eggs a day. As you can see, she looks a little bit different than the worker bees, doesn't she? Her abdomen, her 3rd body segment, is quite a bit longer, and her thorax, the body segment directly behind her head, is smooth and shiny black instead of fuzzy like the worker bees. On this frame, the honeybees have stored their food, which consists of pollen that the bees have gathered from flowers, carefully packed it into their pollen baskets, just like this industrious worker has, and then place the pollen in these cells. You can see a beautiful kaleidoscope of orange, yellow, green pollen inside of these cells. In the corners of the frame, you can see the honey that the bees have made from flower nectar. They've deposited it into the cells of beeswax, dehydrated it by fanning their wings, and now that the honey's become very thick, the bees have carefully capped the cells with a thin layer of beeswax. We can think of this as the bee's pantry. Now that we've taken a look at the beehive and everything inside it, the 3 kinds of bees that live there, the queen, drones, and workers, and gotten to see the honey, beeswax, and pollen and propolis inside the hive, I've closed up the box, and now the bees will continue their hard work, especially their most important job of pollinating nearly 1/3 of our food. I hope you've enjoyed this introduction to a beekeeper's role. I'm so glad you've joined me. For more information about the wonderful world of honeybees, visit www.buzzingacrossamerica.com and also learn more about the American Beekeeping Federation at www.abf.net.org. Thank you.